1, 2, 3, 4.
Hi, my name is Brian Bernard. We're here at Blue Moon Rising. Today we're going to be demonstrating how to tap a maple tree. This is more informative than anything else. I've tapped trees at Barnyard Farms, which is my personal property on the other end of the county, and we will be using that sap for our sap boiling demonstration. Today we'll be tapping a red maple because that's what we have a lot of here on the property. Most people think of maple sap, they think of sugar maples, but really any maple will do. You're just going to not have as much sugar yields per tree. Here in Garrett County, we have a beautiful weather pattern that mimics pretty much all the Northeast, and it's that exchange of daytime highs in the 40s, nighttime lows in the 20s that really creates prime conditions for sap to flow out of these trees. Alright, so the bit I've chosen is dependent on the size and type of tap you have. I'm using a 3/8 bit. My taps are tapered, so I'm going to kind of widen the outer opening so I get a good fit on my tap. You want to angle your tap slightly downhill. You're going to drill into the tree until the bit is no longer producing sawdust, but is rather like a pasty concoction. That means you've hit the sap and you're ready to stick your tap in. Here we go. Oh, on a side note, our trees are not flowing today because even though it's the second day of spring, it's 14 degrees out. So the sap may not start flowing immediately as it did with the trees I tapped on Tuesday, which was about 40 degrees. So as far as that goes, you want to drill about 1.5 inches in if you don't get the sap, depending on your bark thickness, of course. Tap goes in, it's got this little port, sap runs in the port, out the drip, into your hose, into your bucket. I am inserting the tap. It is not rocket science. As you can see, it's slightly downhill so that your sap isn't backing up and creating blockage and freeze potential. Just gonna give it a little tap, tap, taparoo. Okay, so this is the final complete setup. We have our tap in our tree. Unfortunately, with the temperatures the way they are, this probably isn't going to start flowing for a couple more days. We're supposed to be below freezing, and you really need that temperature exchange to get the sap moving in the tree. So as the sap comes out, it goes into my nice little tubing. Make sure your bucket is below the height of your tap, or else gravity will not be able to do its work. Sap flows out, collects in your bucket. You'll need to check your bucket, every 2 days at the max, 3. Depending on the production of your tree. Hopefully your buckets will be filled after 1.5 days, but that's how it goes. You'll have to see for yourself. So this is my final tap setup. We're using a 5-gallon bucket, so you'll need to fill that 8 times to get 40 gallons of sap. 40 gallons of sap normally equals about 1 gallon of syrup. We'll get back to you with more videos once the sap starts flowing. Check in at bluemoonrising.org for all our updates and posts.